I'm Sarah, welcome to Hubbub, a channel all about green living. All throughout December, Hubbub is going to be talking about how to have the perfect zero-waste Christmas. You can check out the other two videos that we've made on Christmas jumpers and zero-waste gift giving over on our channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe? Stick around for the party. Yay! Christmas is well documented as a season of excess. Our diets are shelved till January and there's a glut of tasty Christmas food on supermarket shelves, which means a lot of us end up with way more food than we could eat after the big day. Not everybody wants to eat turkey sandwiches until New Year's Eve, and nobody wants to see perfectly edible food going in the bin. So what can we do with all of this leftover food? There are loads of things you can do, like make soup or turkey curry or chutney or jam or pasties. But honestly, a lot of us are a little bit time poor, so the easiest thing you can do is just to freeze it. So today I'm going to look at some of the most common myths about freezing food. Is frozen food less nutritious? Luckily, no. It's not less nutritious at all, and it's cheaper. Using frozen food can save you literally hundreds of pounds a year. It's normally frozen at its peak ripeness. It also means when it's got the most nutritional value. Obviously, if you leave it in your freezer for ages, then the nutrition is going to decline, but overall, it gives fresh produce a run for its money. Isn't my freezer just really expensive to run? Well, it's not as expensive as your fridge, it turns out. Another freezer myth that always comes up is it going to taste really bad when I defrost it? And the answer is no. If you freeze it properly, then your Christmas tins should still taste as good after you've defrosted it. The key is just to store it properly and try and get as much air out as you can. Pop it in a Tupperware and it will be fine. There is one you can buy in IKEA, which you can freeze and then put straight into the oven, which is amazing. I will put a link to it in the description. One we've all asked ourselves, can I freeze this? And the answer is normally yes. Apart from hard liquor, you can freeze most things. I mean, there are a few things to avoid. So really fine vegetables like string beans have a tendency to disintegrate and get really mushy, which is kind of gross. And creams curdle while they're thawing, so maybe don't do any of those ones. Freezing canned food, fizzy drinks, eggs in their shells are all a no. And coffee has a weird tendency to like absorb other smells from the freezer. So maybe don't put any of those in, but anything else, you're good to go. Can I refreeze food that's thawed? Refreezing food isn't actually dangerous. The danger is that it spoils before it's refrozen. So when you freeze something, it doesn't actually kill the bacteria, it just kind of stops it in the process. So when you thaw it, they carry on multiplying at the same time that they were before. We actually have a guide on our website of the perfect temperatures that you should be freezing and thawing and eating things at, which I will link to in the description. It's amazing, please go and have a look. And there you have it. If you are stuck with a house full of food after Christmas, why not freeze it so that you can treat yourself all the way through your January? Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any fantastic tips on how you can have a zero-waste Christmas, then let me know in the comments. And I will see you next Friday when we're going to be having a look back at everything that Hubbub has done in the last year. See you next Friday.